Hi there, this video is on the topic of one of my most watched videos. As you can see, the first one is about the infinite logo carousel in Wix Studio and how you can achieve it with stacks. I still reply to comments to this day on this video, but the one that I'm addressing today is under Autoslide Pro Gallery from Wix, and how certain users are hesitant of using the Pro Galleries because there's not enough column space within the gallery to stack multiple logos. So today we're going to try something out of the box and implement multiple columns and maybe, let's say, put eight logos into rows as a website might have. Usually the logos were somewhere here under, so I'm going to add the section here. I think I deleted it or saved it and then deleted it for having to go back to it whenever I need to. So for now I'm just going to create this empty section, and since the comment address is columns, I will try to add as many columns as I can. Let's see how many can we get. I think here is 3 by 3, but still I think it won't be sufficient. Let's try the one with 4, but these are all like lengthy ones, so maybe we will need more. So in here we're gonna add another element, which might be either image or container, depending on what you want, but for now we're gonna add an image and stretch it fully, and then we're going to repeat as well. I guess we can also add another column if we want, and then another one here, and then another one here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 columns, and I'm going to add the image to each one of them. So I want a little bit of padding on the bottom and top, so I think that will be good. Still we're gonna maintain this to be in the middle. Okay, it looks okay for now. Maybe I want just to have the padding on the bottom though, so I'm going to remove this one over on the top and leave it as this. Okay, now the part where we add the logos. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. All we need is logos with the same size, and in this time lapse you can see me searching for a bunch of logos from sports brands who create running shoes, and I'm looking for similar logos with kind of the same proportions, so I can place them next to each other in a row of 8 without a background. So I'm looking for a PNG without the background, putting them center aligned and horizontally and vertically with the same proportions as the image in Wix Studio, and then after I export the images I directly add them to Wix Studio and use them as images there. Now we're going to add the logos. Like how they are currently rearranged, you can always exchange places with different columns and adjust them as you will. Now, as I mentioned, there is no current animation on these columns, but what else can we do here is also maybe we can add some gap or change certain size, for example something like this. And if we want to have some animation, we can choose to animate maybe the section, and we can have a hover animation, click animation, or scroll animation. Let's see about hover animation and what can happen. a color change can happen on the logos. For example, the background can become white, or you can create your custom animation. For example, now the color is beige, but if you want on cover to turn into white, you can do that by picking the desired color, or maybe light purple, or another creamish color, maybe yellow. I think for the theme this would be nice, and we can choose what kind of animation can be. It can last this long, and let's just apply. So now when we preview, there's nothing happening on the logos itself, but on hover the whole section gets color. Let's see if we can apply animation on each individual cell. Yes, we can. On entrance we can fade the logo, and we can add this one to every single one, and we can even adjust with a little delay of 0.1. Okay, I feel like this one is still kind of big, so maybe I will want to make a little bit of, give it a little bit of padding on the top and bottom as well. I think now they all seem kind of balanced. Let's see how they look like on entrance. See, now the entrance was very smooth, each one of them showed up sequentially. Now on hover we can choose color and adjust by changing the color to So now we have a section where we show our clients, and we added a subtle animation of entrance, and then also on hover. For demonstration purposes only on these two, but you can apply it to the rest of them. So if you want one row of this, you can just duplicate the section by going to layers, the three dots, and duplicate, and you can add your other brands and clients here on the bottom. You can also add a scroll animation if you want, and that can be just a fade, and that will be for the whole section. So now when we preview the website, we can see that our sections are appearing, and the second one has a different color, and the first one has that cream color. So this is lighter and this is darker, if you can notice. And these are the simple interactions that you can add: changing of the color, little fade, little entrance, nothing too crazy. And if you want to experiment with some movement, well, then maybe you can add some mouse effects on the image itself, not on the cell nor the grid, but the image itself. So you can add some kind of obscure or track 3D, so it changes a little bit. So let's see, for example, how this will look like. So we have the clients, and it will follow my mouse a little bit. So there's always a way you can animate your logos if you want that. I think that is too much for a logo, so maybe you can choose loop, and what will happen in the loop can be breathing, pulsing, spinning, flash, rubber, whatever all those are. Maybe this would be a nice one to just disappear, and we can put cross on every single one image, and let's see what will happen. Okay, now we're adding a loop animation cross to all of the images, and let's see how that will look like. So they are kind of mimicking the murky effect, so if this glitch in the end doesn't bother you, you can add that as animation to your logos, or simply add one more logo in the end. It depends what your desires are for this logo section, but here the options are endless. You just have to use your imagination or ask a developer for assistance so they can help you with that. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe, like, and share this video with someone who would find it useful. Thank you so much for the support. Help me reach 1000 subscribers by the end of the year, because that will mean really a lot to me after publishing so many tutorials. As well as the tutorials, I also have website templates for you guys, a one-pager in Webflow for fitness studios and gyms who are interested to scale their business quickly. The Webflow template is a dark theme template, and the Wix Studio template is more bright and light. It's also web store where you can sell your digital and physical products, and I can give you now a quick sneak peek of both. This is the Jade Bijou template where you can purchase directly from the Wix Studio marketplace. I have applied for the change of the price, but it still hasn't been updated, and soon it will increase to 200 euros. So if you want and consider this template, make sure to buy it while still has this discounted price. You can preview it also here on all 3 breakpoints. And this is the Webflow template that you can purchase. It has background videos that we have covered on some of the tutorials here on the channel, and here in this corner you can see the link for purchase. It will lead you directly to my Stripe, so you can buy directly from me. I will duplicate the site and I will send you ownership of the website via the email that you provide here in the form in Stripe. That email should be connected directly to your Webflow account, so you can get access to the Webflow website. If you have any questions, make sure to leave them in the comments below. Any suggestions for future videos are also welcomed, and thank you so much for watching once again, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.